We have assessed the needs, so there is a gap. In the province of Eastern Africa, we have secondary schools. But what usually happens is that when our students graduate from those secondary schools, they seek universities elsewhere. And if they look for a Jesuit university, many of them will have to go abroad or even overseas. So we are trying to stem that tide of people seeking good education having to leave the continent. Our young people lack opportunities of employment because many of them have been left out of the STEM subjects. So therefore, we are trying to fill in that gap by providing a Jesuit university, good quality education, but in that area mainly of STEM. We are beginning with 4 schools. The reason why we have data science is because of the current 4th industrial revolution. As you know, in the first 3 revolutions, Africa was left behind. You need data to understand the world, and everything is going digital, everything is going into artificial intelligence, robotics, machine learning. So we want to take the bull by the horns, data science, to understand our economies, to understand markets, to understand all trends. There is the traditional engineering, part of which we shall offer, but we are bringing something relatively new. It's not brand new, whereby we deal with automation, mechatronics. It relies a lot, as you can see, on data. If we want to produce good engineers, good data scientists, we need to have caught them young. So we are trying to bring up teachers of science who will make science desirable, doable, because it is doable. But there are questions about how it has been passed on or taught. It's always projected as a very difficult thing, elitist and so on. We are trying to popularize all that and break the mold. All these 4 schools are supposed to be interlinked, so the business and innovation will have to work very closely with data science, because that's where business is nowadays. But again, you have to produce stuff, so they have to work with engineering, mechatronics engineering. But also the background needs to be fed into that. There was a bishop in Nakuru, Bishop Mohatia, who is now the Bishop of Kisumu. He was generous. He gave us a piece of land, free of charge, 75 acres in Molo. Then we went to work, surveying and so on, mapping and so on. Then one day we paid him a visit and we said, how come you gave us this land? That's when he revealed to us his motivation, which was, I wanted good education, Jesuit education, for people who have been marginalized. Molo it captures a few things that represent this sub-region or province. So we have refugees in this sub-region. We have displaced people. We have bragging rights on the continent, since we are situated between the Horn of Africa and the Great Lakes region. Even as we speak, there are troops in Eastern Congo trying to quell the rebellion. So there will always be a flux of refugees. Also, it is somewhere near the center of this province geographically. Because this is going to be a regional university, not just a Kenyan university, Molo looks appropriate to call in people from all over, from all the 6 countries. And so I think it's the will of God that we needed to begin in Molo. Jesuit education brings something new to the education table, which is mainly holistic formation. It's not book learning, it's not rote learning, reproducing. We look at the integral human being, morally, emotionally, ethically, religiously, and then intellectually. So at the end, our graduate has to be a well-rounded, a well-balanced, and educated, in the proper sense of the word, individual.
The proposed Hekima University has made prodigious steps towards the accomplishment of its vision. The following are highlights of our milestones. In 2021, members of the Directorate team conducted benchmarking exercises at Dedan Kimathi University of Technology, Kenyatta University, Strathmore University, Kisii University, Jomo Kenyatta University of Agriculture, Maseno University, Uzima University, Masinde Muliro University, among other institutions. In November 2021, Father Provincial Kizito Kiyimba SJ made a visit to the United States to ignite fundraising efforts to support the plans of building the proposed university in Molo. The Provincial was hosted as the guest speaker at a reception dinner organized by St. Ignatius College Prep in Chicago. He met with various guests to share about the proposed university. Mr. John Chandler, President of St. Ignatius College Prep, and Miss Anne Green of the Midwest Province Advancement Office were present. In March 2022, we had a groundbreaking event in Baraka, Molo, which was presided over by the current Archbishop of Kisumu Archdiocese, who was then the Bishop of Nakuru Diocese, the Most Reverend Maurice Muhatia, and graced by Dr. Eric Koril, who was Deputy Governor of Nakuru County then. The event was also graced by Christina Pratt, who has been a collaborator and a great supporter of our programs. From May 4th to 18th, 2022, the Provincial Father Kizito Kiyimba and his predecessor, Father Joseph Afulo SJ, made a pilgrimage to the United States. The goal of the visit was to promote the proposed Hekima University vision and mission, meet prospective partners, and ask for support for making the vision of the proposed university a reality in the Eastern Africa. They visited different cities in the United States, where they met with invited guests, faculty and administration of the universities, Jesuit companions, as well as Kenyan ambassador to the United States. In June 2022, we successfully organized a technical experts meeting with curriculum experts, university professors and administrators, financial and strategy experts, drawn from the 4 flagship program areas. The proposed Hekima University Directorate team led by Father Kizito Kiyimba SJ, the Provincial, made a courtesy visit to the office of the then Nakuru County Governor, Lee Kinyanjui, who pledged support from the county government for the proposed university's establishment plan. The governor flagged off graders that were used in grading roads on university land in Molo. From October 2022, we have engaged the local community in various outreach programs that target youth and Kenya Certificate of Secondary Examination KCSE candidates. The Directorate has also developed 3 programs: Financial Literacy for Women Groups, ICT for the Youth, and the Business Entrepreneurship Training for Farmers, Youth, and Small Business Owners. These will be initiated in 2023.
We are looking at raising 5 million for the fence and borehole to start with. We have already raised some funds to build the Jesuit community house, because they will be staying there with a team that will be helping to put up the university. So that's our first phase. We appeal that as we go on into the future, that you will come and support this project, and to turn out people who are well adjusted for society, who are ethical, and who will use their all to give back to society. We are hoping that those who attend will also become friends, and we will keep you updated on what else we are going to be doing. So we do ask you to come and support, if not immediately, in the ongoing future as we reach out to you.